I would advise you to get very excited. I would advise you to get excited about the recruiting. I would advise you to get excited that you have a coach that knows what he's doing. Dan Mullen, here's the thing. I think Dan Mullen, I don't want to say he didn't care about coaching football, but he is more of a pro style guy anyway. He didn't care about recruiting or doing the work to build up a program. That's fair. Now, Billy Napier is a different story. He came in, I remember hearing his introductory press conference. He says he wants to build an elite program. He wants to make Florida, he wants the goal for Florida and Billy Napier should be competing with Georgia year in and year out. And I know Georgia fans want to sit out there and say, oh, they're not going to compete with us. They can't touch this. They blah, blah, blah. I get it. I understand. Georgia is not, well, I guess now they are, because I think because of Dan Mullen's recruiting, it kind of fell off. I think the gap is a little closer than people expect it to be, but it's so. I'm trying to think of how I want to put this. Georgia is miles ahead of Florida right now. They already got a national championship. Florida hasn't won one since 2008, 2007, whenever it was. And Georgia's more set up for the East and going to Atlanta on a regular basis. But hear me out. If there is a team that can overcome them on a regular basis every once in a while, and Dan Mullen did pull it off in 2020, but going forward, if you ask me, can Billy Napier do that if he continues his recruiting? Yes. Actually, I think so. I think Billy Napier did really good at Louisiana. Now, what is Louisiana? Are they a Sun Belt? It doesn't matter. The Raging Cajuns were a great school. He wasn't fired there. He left and took the offer at Florida, and I think it was a good move. Now, this is the SEC. You got to step your game up. I'm excited to see what year one has in store. If they don't have to beat Utah week one, but if they can keep it close and keep it competitive, I think that's a momentum builder for this season for them, but overall just for the program. If Florida can at minimum finish an 8-4 record this year, I think that's something. I mean, look at what they got already in the next year's class. Aaron Gates is a 4-star athlete, the 18th in his position. They got the 18th overall interior offensive lineman. I know it's so weird to see this, and when I look at it, trust me personally, I say, well, that's not that big of a deal. That's right there in the middle. But for Florida, I'm telling you, they're recruiting in-state too. They got a couple IMG guys, right? Trinity Christian School is a big one in Georgia. They took that athlete for Florida's level. Dan Mullen will not have these guys. I credit Billy Napier. I give him props. Got to applaud him. And, you know, I think it's a starting point. You know, didn't they get Kamari Wilson? Remember, I think Kamari Wilson could have chose between Alabama and Georgia. He picked up the Florida hat. And that was right after. I think it was right there when Billy Napier got hired. I don't know if he met with him. I don't know what happened. But Billy Napier is a guy that can recruit and get it back and going for the Florida Gators. My personal opinion, of course. But let's hear from you guys in the comments about that. But I really think that this is a starting point to get Florida back to where they need to be on a consistent level of competing in the SEC and competing with Georgia and Kirby Smart.